How can you gain an overview of the entire Bible?
If you would like to know more about the Bible in a fun way, Walk Through the Bible will get you there.
It's a remarkable experience. You'll have fun. It's enjoyable.
You'll come out of it like with a big picture view. I learned a lot more about the Bible and the history of the Bible than I've ever known before.
The same way you use stories to help kids understand stuff, adults, and it's actually fun.
At a Walk Through the Bible Old or New Testament live event, we will walk you through the major people, places, and events of the Bible. This is not an in-depth Bible study where we study a particular Bible character or a book of the Bible. It's more of a journey through the Bible to help you do what we all like to do as children, connect the dots.
It just helps with the understanding, putting all the connections together.
It'll just bring all the loose ends of the Bible together, so it really makes a lot of sense to you.
It would be a very cool experience for a non-Christian to come to because it's fun.
It's the funnest way to connect all the pieces of the puzzle.
It's like nothing you ever attended before. It's not a day of long, boring lecture after lecture after lecture. Rather, it's a day of excitement, group interaction, fun, and most of all, learning.
It's a highly interactive event that I believe triggers memorization skills like crazy. And so we see a lot of people who are able to memorize key people, key points, key places within the Bible, and then not only be able to learn, communicate it back to people.
It's awesome to learn things I didn't know before that I'm just like, wow.
For us to be able to sit down, learn, and at the same time feel like we're entertained was quite nice.
And if you have any intention of falling asleep, it's not going to happen.
Years ago, a system was developed to help people walk through the Bible, to understand it in the most unforgettable way, using something that we use every day, our hands.
1 year, silence, Malachi to Matthew, Israel, and say, holy, holy, power. Here's some conservatives over here.
It's not just like sitting in a class. It's more like sitting around a campfire, telling stories. You learn a lot more that way, I think.
Silence, Malachi to Matthew, power, Greece, language, Israel, hope, Rome, rose.
God wrote a book, a love letter from Himself to His people. Through the Walk Through the Bible live event, our prayer is that we ignite a passion from God's Word into your heart. From the youngest person to the oldest, these events have proven to build excitement and desire for God's Word. Please join us and attend the upcoming Walk Through the Bible live event so you can know and understand the love letter God wrote to us, the Bible.
It exceeded my expectations.
This experience of the Walk Through the Bible has been awesome.
It makes me want to read my Bible more.
It's made me want to read my Bible more.
It really re-sparks my desire to read the Bible.
It is fun. You get to be around fun people of a like-minded faith. You won't get this anywhere else. It's quite amazing.
So this is the Bible. Well, these days it might even turn on, like this. The Bible is large, it is old, it was around when people looked like this. How does it apply to me? I mean, it's longer than 140 characters. Where do I begin? It can be intimidating. Why do I need to learn the Old Testament? Why not just skip over to the New Testament? Well, consider this. Did you know that Jesus quotes the Old Testament? God's story of salvation and love begins in the Old Testament? Or did Jesus lived during Old Testament times? Maybe you like Genesis, and Exodus is pretty epic, but what is the deal with Leviticus? And what's a Habakkuk? Walk Through the Old Testament can answer all these questions in a few hours. Yeah, that's right, you can learn the entire Old Testament in a few hours. You can learn it in the time it takes to fly from New York to LA, or in the time it takes to build that bookshelf from that funny-sounding furniture store. Walk Through the Old Testament is the creative idea of Walk Through the Bible. Over 10 million people have discovered Walk Through the Bible live events. God's big plan in the Old Testament is really a rescue plan. And an amazingly true story of how God wanted a relationship with His people. It's filled with drama, excitement, and family tension. Plus, there's a dude named Jethro. It's not just knowledge, it's a foundation upon which everything else in your life should be built on. Knowing the Old Testament helps you understand God, His plans, His justice, His love, and how you fit into all of it. God has a plan for your life. Understanding the Old Testament is understanding God better. So, what if you could learn the entire Old Testament in just a few hours? What if you could know it so well you could tell a friend in 3 minutes? Well, you can. Tend to walk through the Old Testament, learn the Old Testament in just a few hours. Remember it and apply it to the rest of your life.